Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel that's prepping you for fall 2020. We are almost here. It's in the middle of August and I don't know when you're getting started, but we're getting started today and I'm so excited to tell y'all about the 5 things you have to do before you get started. So this is something we've already done. This is something we're also kind of in the works for because not all of them have to be 100% done. Number 1 and number 3 do though. So let's get going. So the first thing that you have to do before you start homeschooling is look up your homeschool laws. Now we are in mid-August, so a lot of the laws or a lot of the states have deadlines that are coming up if they have not already passed. If it has already passed for your state and you didn't sign up, don't fret. There will always be a way that you can work around it, so you gotta look those up. You can just Google your state and then homeschool laws and their education site should come up, and that is where you will learn all about the things that you have to do to homeschool, the forms you have to sign to make sure that you're doing it legally and all that stuff. Some states are much stricter than others. My state is pretty lax, so by like the 15th of this month we have to have it done, so I could have even procrastinated a little bit longer, but we already got it done and you need to go ahead and get that done for you too if you have not done it already. The second thing that you have to do when getting started homeschooling is collaborate with your children as much as possible. This is their experience too. This isn't yours as a homeschool parent. It is theirs and their education. So as much as possible, collaborate with them. You can collaborate on read alouds, you can collaborate on meal planning. That's what we're gonna do this morning. We're gonna collaborate on all the things, that way that they take full ownership in this and there's not so much pushback getting started into this process. The third thing that you must do before you start homeschooling, or even when you're getting started, is get access to materials. Get a library card if you don't have a library card, because that is going to be the best way to save money homeschooling. Now we are still in the middle of a pandemic, so your library may look different than normal. You may not be able to go in and get the books that you need. You may not be able to check them out on this at the same rate, like if you're doing like a drive-through pickup or whatever, but find free resources for you, starting with your library. If you have other resources, that's great, but start with your library. There are lots of digital libraries that people can access. I know that our library has a digital library that we can access for free, so look into those options because those are going to help you so much. There's so much available to you if you're willing to look, and it's free. Take advantage as much as possible with those free resources. The fourth thing that you must do before you start homeschooling is think about curriculum. Now, you do not have to have set in stone your curriculum because it can be expensive. It can be expensive, and then when you spend that money and you get it and you realize it's not working for your family or it's not working for your child, that can be such a big bummer because you spent so much. But there are a lot of free resources out there. When we started by using Easy Peasy Homeschool, and that was a great free resource to just get our foot in the door of homeschooling. They have online lessons for everything from grade kindergarten to high school. And so that is something that if you are homeschooling for the first time, don't have a big budget, you could look into. We did not stick with that because it's good. It's good. It's wonderful. But we just wanted to branch off a little bit more. And so we started shifting away, but it is a good landing page for getting started homeschooling for sure. But you also don't have to have a 100% pre-made curriculum. If you are a little bit braver, it doesn't take that much bravery, it just takes a little bit more preparation. You can create lesson plans on your own. This weekend I am launching for free a book called Homeschool Basics Lesson Planning, and it's just a quick guide to get you started creating your own lesson plans, giving you a process by which to do it and making it engaging for your kids. So go ahead and subscribe if you haven't, that way that you will not miss that 5-day free trial. Like, I don't know, Amazon will only let me do it free for a few days, so don't miss it, don't miss it. Coming out this weekend, I'm super excited because I want to bless you guys with it to help you learn how to make your own lesson plans that are fun, engaging, and take your kids' interests into account. And so it's going to be really awesome. The fifth thing that you must do before you start homeschooling is organize your homeschool space. Now don't think you have to have a homeschool room. You do not. You do not. When we started homeschooling, we were in a 2-bedroom apartment. If you are in a similar situation, go ahead and look for my tips here that I made when we were there and use them because they help so much. But it doesn't matter if you have a homeschool space or not, you need to organize your space. That way there's no missing items or you misplaced the curriculum or the library books are mixed in with all the other books. If you organize your space correctly in a way that makes sense to you, like you don't want to have a wonderful homeschool space up in the living room when really you do most of your work around the dining room, You got to find those rhythms that you already have in place. We talk about this a lot. You never want to go against the grain of life, especially when homeschooling. Go with the grain. So if there's already a pattern in place, use it. So if you are already, and you may not know what this looks like right at the beginning, you may not know where the best place is to homeschool or for your kids to do their read alouds or to do math. Like, you just might not know where that is. So be paying attention to that, because organizing your homeschool space where it is the easiest will help you so much. I'm going to be releasing what our homeschool space looks like pretty soon. It is not organized, and that is something that is hindering us right now. That's why I want to tell y'all, like, before you start homeschooling or at the beginning of homeschooling and all that stuff, think about your space. Make it make sense for you. Make it work for you, not work for it. So fist bump, we got this. I look forward to seeing y'all again on Thursday, where we will be talking about how to ease into homeschooling as most of us get started this upcoming week. So I'll see you then. Bye.